Now it's time for the I Challenge You 5D's season finale. We're headed straight to the top of the Discord ladder, so enough pack opening. It's time to duel. Grab a synchro and jump on your duel runner because it's time to open packs, build decks with our pulls, and send our bots into all new forms of mechanized melee. We're hitting the road running this season with wild new blessings, even tougher challenges, and a ban list made to hit the gas on this format. So without further ado, let's rev it up. And welcome back, kings, queens, monarchs of every element, to the season finale of I Challenge You. I've got the new hotness, which is really just the old hotness, but back and better than I've got COVID. I'm very sick tonight, but the show must go on, for it has been too long that you have waited for this moment. We've got so many sick decks coming up for you today, and we are starting it all off with a double creation, a Thorn in my side, and boy, oh boy, is that name accurate to this deck. There are so many irritating cards in here. There are things like the Erica the Rika Fairy, a reoccurable honest for plants. We've got the really annoying Predaplant hand trap. We've got Ivy Shackles to make sure that my cards can't get boosts from things like Solidarity during the opponent's turn. Wall of Thorns, an eternally problematic card for me, and a couple of really powerful boss monsters in the form of Circle of Fairy, a big burn card, and Sacred Tree Beast Hyperiton, a card I read for the first time today and is nuts. It is a giant negate. This deck is real good against AIs because the AI does not play well against honest, but I have a deck that I think can play well into any secret traps. That is, of course, the non-secret Six Samurai. I love seeing this list anytime we can bring it to play, and I think that this list is going to be a good one for dealing with this particular threat. Xien is great for negating spell and trap cards, of which they have many obnoxious ones, and they're just a powerful suite of monsters that can take advantage of DNA Surgery, a card that turns all monsters into warriors, which could disrupt their plans. What happened here? Which could disrupt their plant strategy and can allow us to get some extra boosts. We've got Solidarity in here because we get big guys, and Xien's Castle of Mist, a card that's very good against the AI. And is that a Wall of Thorns of my own? Keep in mind that Ivy Shackles turns our monsters into plants during the opponent's turn, just in time for us to be able to get a plant mirror force. And of course, Six Style Dual Wield, a double compulsory evacuation device if we have a Six Samurai on the field. I love this deck, and I cannot wait to take it against the deeply irritating looking deck that Doubl has put together for us. I asked my chat if the samurai will prune these plants. Their answers that they could use, their answers that they could give, were time for some Ikebana, which for those of you who are deeply uncultured, is the Japanese art of flower arrangement, or the plants will conquer steel. And it looks like we've got some true flower enjoyers in chat, with 81% of the vote going to our Six Samurai friends. I believe in them as well. Let's see how it goes. Let the games begin. All right, starting off strong with a win in the rock, paper, scissors. Does that mean that Borgerbot's going first? Borgerbot is not going first. They're going to get the opportunity to go to Rika Glamour. They've got the Honest in their hand. That doesn't look good for us, especially because they get to normal summon a Cactus Fighter. Cactus Fighter is real good into the Six Samurai because, well, I mean, if we set TG Striker, then that pretty much does that. They're going to be able to tribute into Erica. Erica's a little bit of a problem for us here. We can't search off of TG Striker because, you know, we don't have another TG. We are going to pass the turn They're going to go for Violet Witch. They're going to attack with the Violet Witch. They're going to attack into Erica. I am realizing now that the lack of monsters under 1800 attack is a little bit of a problem. Ooh, there's a 6-style dual wield. That is a sick comeback card for us. We're going to attack in for 1800, and they're going to draw for turn. Now, this Zanji is deceptively resilient with Xian's Castle of Mist on the field. We're going to go for Eero. We're going to attack with the Zanji first. Unfortunately, that means the Eero won't trigger, and we'll only get in for 1700, but I think that's probably fine. They don't have the ability to tribute off plant monsters for the Rika Fairy. We're going to draw for turn. They're going to discard the Rose Tentacles. That's actually great for us, and we've got the One of Solidarity on the board. That means that we totally control the field at this point. We're going to pass the turn, and this is looking pretty decent for the 6 Samurai as long as they don't find a Wall of Thorns and a plant, and they have not found the plant. They found Ivy Shackles, and we found the 7 Tools of the Bandit. It was always over for the plants, and it was always time for the Samurai. Oh, what a great game from the 6 Samurai. This deck always looks so clean when the AI brings it out. But will this clipping back of the plants look quite so clean in game 2? All right, starting off with a Rhoda. Rhoda's going to get us Eero. What are we going to do after that? We're going to summon the Eero set 2 pass. That could be pretty good. 6-style dual wield is a powerful card that could be in the back row there. There's the Rika Princess. They're going to Thorn Malice. We're just going to bounce it back. It's not like a great play, but it does give us a huge amount of initiative. They get to set a monster, which isn't ideal, but we get a second 6 Samurai and Xian himself. Oh, let's go. Now, this is dangerous because they could have Wall of Thorns. Oh, and we don't have the 7 Tools of the Bandit. We've gotten cleaned up. Now, Thorn and Malice doesn't actually help them that much, especially if they equip twice, but the Cactus Bouncer here is a little bit of a problem. They've got a large number of attack points to work with. Can we draw into a monster that can attack? We are going to attack with the Zanji. Now, this isn't great because the Predaplant will destroy the Zanji and get a second Predaplant card. This is such an irritating loop. They're going to draw for turn. They're going to activate Predapluting. They're just going to get back the Predaplant guy. They're going to tribute summon Rose Tentacles. Now, Rose Tentacles is a very beatable monster for us. We just need to draw into a monster. And if that's Ivy Shackles and we have Wall of Thorns, no, we don't. We have lost the game. Okay, well, that was a good time. Black Horn of Heaven. Oh, we could have waited until the Synchro Summon happened. Oh, well, overall, okay. I feel like we would have been better off with a better trap card other than Wall of Thorns, but, you know, we'll do better game 3. Well, it's down to that all-important game 3. All right, starting off with a Solidarity, pretty strong card. There's Kageki. Kageki is going to summon an Anishi. Okay, that's 2 1700s on board. Now, that's very beatable for the plant deck, but it's only really beatable once thanks to Solidarity. They're going to activate the Rika Princess. They are going to tribute it for Rose Tentacles. They're going to special summon their tuner. We're going to take 1700, and we're back down to 1000 with the Kageki. Can we draw into a tuner? We've got Zanji. Zanji is better than a tuner, and Kageki now has 2500 attack points. This is a very solid field, and we've got DNA Surgery. That means they can't use Wall of Thorns anymore. We're going to draw for turn, and once again, the 6 Samurai beatdown is going to begin. They're going to get a search off their Violet Witch, but who really cares about that? We've got 2500, 1500 on the board. This is a powerhouse of a field. The One of Solidarity really coming through for us. There's the Cactus Bouncer. That's perfectly fine. That's going to get us Xian's Foot Soldier's effect, which will get us the Elder of the 6 Samurai. Now, if we draw into a tuner, we are well and truly online. Will we get to see the Xian? There's the TG Striker. There's the Xian. Xian is so strong, but it really didn't have to be that strong. The board was already set up for the easy clap. Let's go. What a convincing match for the 6 Samurai. Our next one is I already forgot who made this deck. Our next one, is a Lance deck. Golem mA.I is a deck that focuses on using the multiple piece golem materials, big piece golem, medium piece golem, and small piece golem to go into a wide variety of synchros, as well as world gears of theological demiurgy, a giant towers guy. They can also make multiple piece golem, but really we're going to be using Adamancipator research to get We're going to be using Adamancipator Researcher to get some nice synchro plays onto the board. Just an incredibly powerful card in this deck. Not much else to say here. World Gears of Theological Demiurgy is huge and unaffected, and multiple piece golem has the ability to be big and also get a lot of dudes on the board that can then be used to make World Gears of Theological Demiurgy. I forgot what else to say. Be big, smash. You're right, mA.I. That is the theme of this deck. Now, I have a couple of decks that could potentially be really good going up against this one. But there's one from the Discord that caught my eye. We fought against a Doubl deck before, but Doubl has sent me a deck with my collection that, oh boy, does it hit the spot. This is Yami Yusei. Oh, does that extra deck look sick? This deck can make so many cool cards. It can future fusion into 5-headed dragon, Dragonite, Draco, Aquise. It can't future fusion into that. But it can future fusion into Dark Paladin, which we have alongside its materials in our collection, and Thousand Dragon. Just some Kino cards from the DM era. Not to mention, it can do Miracle Synchro Fusion things by way of Dragon's Mirror into Dragonite, Draco, Aquise, and make synchros because King of the Swamp is a 500 attack point monster. We can resurrect it off of Debris Dragon. Just so many cool things going on in this deck. I don't know how well they work in synergy, but I cannot wait to find out. I asked chat, will our protagonist powers, what is this hand gesture I'm doing? Will our protagonist powers pull through? And I gotta say, it doesn't seem like anything can beat not one, but two protagonists. But there seems to be a 12% chance that we get rocked. Let the games begin. All right, starting off with the Doug in the rock, paper, scissors. Last time that meant that we didn't go first, and this time it means that too. Okay, they are starting off with the capability to go into a level 6 synchro. That's pretty strong. Gaia Knight is, oh, wow, that's a lot of nothing going on in that hand. They're going to attack into the Debris Dragon was the first thing to get set this time round. Not looking good for us. Another set monster. What is going on? Surely we have other things to be able to do with our hand. They're going to go for the Shell Knight. Shell Knight's going to switch to defense. They're going to attack, and with the Gaia, there is an Apprentice Magician. Apprentice Magician is a pretty good sign for us. Not only is it a sticking monster, but it can summon an additional time, including a Time Wizard, which would be hilarious to see here. We're going to go Summoner's Art. That will get us the Dark Magician. Can we fusion summon? There's Dread Dragon. Fascinating choice of time for us to normal summon there. Small piece Golem is going to be summoned. This may not quite be enough to kill us. We're going to summon out the Time Wizard from the deck. They're going to attack in. We're going to get attacked, and they're going to attack for another 1600. Okay, there are certainly cards that do it. Polymerization plus a couple of things, or Fusion Gate plus a couple of things. There goes, oh, the Dark Paladin is here. Oh, the Dark Paladin is here. Folks, we are back online. Dark Paladin is going... They just fusion gated for their own multiple piece golem. Anyway, get wrecked. We're going to destroy it with the Exploder Dragon. Oh, fusion gate getting dust tornadoed isn't terrible for us here because we still have our fusion monster on the board, and that's what's really important. We're going to go for quick draw. We're going to Emblem of Dragon Destruction back the Buster Blader that we just... I'm very glad we didn't decide to tribute summon that Buster Blader. I'm just going to say it now. We're going to attack in. They're going to get a search off. We do still have Dark Paladin, which is objectively the best card on the board. They're going to go for Gaia Plate. Now, Gaia Plate is extremely dangerous here. We'll see if they realize why. They do not. Okay, Gaia Plate will stay on the board. We're going to activate King of the Swamp to get ourselves a Polymerization, and we now just have the Dark Paladin. We're going to attack into Gaia Plate and get destroyed by its effect. effect. The AI didn't know. Oh, the Earth Hex Sealed Fusion brings out the multiple piece Golem, and we get dumpster. Doesn't Gaia Plate have like an end phase maintenance cost, or was it paying it this whole time? Oh well, game 2. Dark Paladin was sick to see. I will say that. We're going to get to go first. We're going to go Emblem of Dragon Destroyer. That'll get us the Buster Blader. Makes us much more likely to be able to go into Dark Paladin. We're going to activate Future Fusion Chain. Did we just Future Fusion for nothing? We legitimately just Future Fusioned for nothing. And then summoned Junk Synchron. Oh, wait, I forgot the Future Fusion. I forgot about the Future Fusion errata. I was going to be real freaked out for a second there. There goes the Junk Warrior getting hit with the Widespread Ruin. That's actually okay for us. We would prefer that the Junk Warrior get hit with that than something else. Mega Rock Dragon real dinky here. They're going to attack in with the multiple piece Golem. I am so relieved that that Future Fusion is an errated Future Fusion. We're going to send away the parts for the Dark Paladin. We're going to go Junk Synchron. Junk Synchron can bring back Troop Dragon. We can synchro off into Catastrophe. A phenomenal card. We're going to go for My Body as a Shield. I'm sure we could have negated that with the Dark Paladin, but whatever. This is a powerful board. Catastrophe deals with pretty much any monster, including Gaia Plate here, and we have the Dark Paladin for protection. There's the Gaia Plate. The Gaia Plate is not going to attack into the Catastrophe. This is a little bit of trouble. Oh no, the Future Fusion is going to get hit with the Dust Tornado, but hey, here's Catastrophe, unable to be taken out by the Gaia Plate. They're going to have to do something real tricky to get this Gaia Plate to kill us. They're going to synchro into Ruddy Rose Dragon. Are you kidding me? What is going on with this deck? That does turn off our Dragon Spear. We're going to Apprentice Magician normal summon. To what end? To what end did we normal summon that Apprentice Magician? Of course, they're going to attack into the Apprentice Magician instead of into the Catastrophe that's on the board, choosing not to do the thing they would normally do, which is attack into the biggest monster. There's the Tribute Summoned Buster Blader is not big enough. No, we got rid of our best monster for a Buster Blader. Oh, this is not going so hot, folks. We're going to draw for turn. There's another Future Fusion. We're going to Emblem of Dragon Destroyer. Sure, we'll get back the Buster Blader. What are we going to do with that? Nothing. We are going to end the turn and get absolutely donked. Oh no. Oh, this deck said we will rock you. So I have a really bad idea. We're bringing back Reptilians. Why? Because I'm not sound in the mind. We are building Reptilians. And the reason is because Reptilian Naga makes pretty much anything big dinky. And even World Gears of Theological Demiurgy isn't that big of a threat into Earthbound Immortal Kakara Yua, a card that can just attack the opponent directly and be immune to attacks. What could possibly go wrong? To make up for the fact that we're running 3 of a card that keeps itself in attack position with 0 attack points, we are also running 3 copies of Spirit Barrier, a card that keeps us from losing life points while we have a monster on the board. As long as we have Naga on the board, and Naga will be very difficult for them to remove, considering it's always going to have the lowest attack points on the field, making it immune to Widespread Ruin. The only thing we need to worry about is it getting tributed off for something like a Kakara Yua or a Reptilian Medusa, and then getting Widespread Ruin, but that's why we have My Body as a Shield in here. We also have the hilarious A Major Upset. This was a double suggestion. You tribute 1 face-up attack position level 2 or lower monster. Return all level 7 or higher special summon monsters to the hand. That tributes off Reptilian Naga to put all their special summon monsters back, including the multiple piece Golem and a couple of their synchro monsters as well. I have nothing else to say to defend this deck other than that it is supremely based. Let's see how it goes. I asked Chet the only question that could be on anybody's mind. Step on Sneck? Their options were step, which the rocks may in fact do to us, but most of chat thinks there will be no stepping on Sneck today, and I agree. Today, the Snecks will sit upon the rocks, as snakes are because they're cold-blooded and they like that. Anyway, let's get started. Let the games begin. Starting off with the dub and the rock, paper, scissors. This means they may go first. That's kind of okay for us because we do want them to be, oh, we're just going to Molten Escape. You know what? We take those. As long as they don't have the capability to summon multiple monsters, a molting escaped alien telepath is actually pretty good for us. Alien shock trooper is a big boy, but our Adamancipator research is even bigger with 2100 defense. They're going to activate the Adamancipator. They're going to reveal quite a few rock monsters that they can summon. They're going to summon the Golem. That's going to go into a synchro monster, which will get Black Horn of Heaven. Let's go. Gaia Plate the Earth Giant is a little bit of a problem, I will not lie. They can take out the Alien Shock Trooper and during the end phase banish to keep the Gaia Plate online. Now, as long as they don't have the ability to banish again, we're in good shape. Is this the Spirit Barrier, Astral Barrier? No, it isn't the Spirit Barrier, but they are going to attack into Alien Telepath, which will survive the encounter. Naga will put Mega Rock Dragon down to 0, and now we have a 1900 to their 0 attack point monster. We're going to activate Otherworldly A-Zone, really powerful into our board right now. We're going to attack right into a Widespread Ruin, but that's okay. Our Alien Shock Trooper is resilient against the Big Piece Golem because of Otherworldly A-Zone. They're going to go into battle phase, they'll attack, and they'll get donked for 100. Alien Shock Trooper is just that big when your monster loses 300 attack. We'll tribute off the Naga, that's kind of okay. We'll attack in with Medusa, and we have a strong board into theirs. Let's see what they can draw to turn it around. That's just a set monster. That should be good enough. We'll activate Molting Escape. We're going to equip it to the Medusa and attack into the face down monster. They're going to Necro Fusion into Multiple Piece Golem, which we are then going to into actually incredibly smartly because it will force the Multiple Piece Golem to bounce back to the extra deck for no summon from grave for Medusa to get in. A very cute move from the AI to beat the rock deck in game 1. That worked out brilliantly. In League of Legends, we call that tactical inting. Game 2. Who's going to start? It is going to start off with the alien deck. We're going to set 2 behind Naga. Let's see if that's the Spirit Barrier. It does not appear to be the Spirit Barrier. That's not great for us. They're going to go for Researcher on the normal summon. They're so far only revealing other Researchers. That's a 100 attack point Researcher, which will do us no damage. We're going to get Naga'd, and they are also going to get Naga'd. That's an attack position monster with 0 attack. Let's see what we can do with it. A second Naga is what we do with it. Sure, why not without the Spirit Barrier behind them. What the hell are these back? Are they both alien brains or something? They're going to get the opportunity to activate Researcher again, and this time they will hit. They'll summon out the small piece Golem into Catastrophe, which will get Black Horn of Heaven. Mega Rock Dragon will also get Black Horn of Heaven, but medium piece Golem is a little bit more threatening than I'd like them to have. We have the double Naga on the board. That is a 0 attack point medium piece Golem, which does give us the chance to attack over with Telepath. They're going to Widespread Ruin the Alien Telepath. Sure, why not? We're going to switch our Nagas to attack position, and they're going to draw for turn. So far, these Nagas have failed to bite us in the butt quite as hard as they usually do. We're going to get attacked into with the little piece Golem, and we'll draw for turn. Can we get a single real monster on board? Alien Hunter. Alien Hunter is a real monster. Will attack into the small piece Golem and pass the turn. Nagas will switch themselves to attack position and they will draw. What are they going to have? They're going to have another small piece Golem which will attack into Naga again. We're just going to keep doing this, I guess. This does put us at a little bit of a life point disadvantage. They're going to get their life point attacks. Okay. We're going to get a hot 2,400 points of damage in directly off of the Nagas and the Reptilian Gardener thanks to Solidarity. What are they going to do with this? Gaia Plate is a huge threat here. They are going to be attacking into the Alien Hunter and the Reptilian Gardenas, both in attack position. Now, here's the Reptilian Medusa. Reptilian Medusa is a good way to deal with the Gaia Plate. Will we actually use it properly? Medusa is going to target Golem. No! Okay, that's fine. We're going to hit the Gaia Plate and win the game. Wait, I did not realize their life points were that low. Let's go! Oh, unfortunately, yet another match goes by where we don't get to see Kakara Yua do his thing, but you know what? I will take a win for the Snacks on any day. And for our next match of the evening, I have had a new challenge presented to me. LeoPowerTool, one of the many creators who contributes greatly to the series, issued a challenge for me to face against one of the most powerful decks on the ladder. House of the Dead is the name of this creation, and it has been at the top of the ladder since I Challenge You began having a viewer ladder in the first place. LeoPowerTool said, if I can beat this in one try, then I can get 10 gifted subs for my trouble. And I can't say no to a challenge like that, a boss fight, if you will. This is an incredible deck. House of the Dead is capable of continuously bringing back its monsters and messing with the stats on the board by way of things like Gravity Lash and Pyramid of Wonders, which is a powerful protection card for the zombies that gives them 200 attack for every monster I control. It's got 3 copies of Zombie World to make sure that none of my type-based shenanigans gets to go through, and as a copy of an incredibly powerful, very modern boss monster in Red Eye's Zombie Necro Dragon, which is a big old dude. If it is on the field, it gains 100 attack and defense for each zombie monster in either of the fields and graveyards. And when a zombie monster is destroyed by battle, you can just summon a zombie from the graveyard. That's what it does. It does a cute. Yeah, you can summon a zombie from either player's graveyard. This card is incredibly powerful and has a huge amount of protection by way of Shadow Spell, Widespread Ruin, Sakuretsu Armor, Pyramid of Wonders, and another fun card, Ghost of a Grudge, which says if your opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, the attack of all your opponent's monsters become 0. This is a really tough challenge. And we've faced a similarly tough challenge before. And what we needed for that challenge was a miracle. Yes, we are bringing back a fan favorite deck originally built by Doubl, modified for this matchup. This is the deck that carried us through against the Reptiliang Zing deck that caused us so much trouble for so long. And we've done a little bit of play with this. Notice the 2 copies of Mizuki to play with Zombie World around. Mizuki can bring back any one of our zombie monsters in graveyard, which will be our entire graveyard under Zombie World. That could even include the powerful Naturia Exterio, one of the best cards in our collection right now. If we can get this monster onto the board, there's a decent chance that we just win the entire match. Gozen Match, speaking of matches, will help us to keep their Masked Chameleons off the board. Masked Chameleon, being notably an earth monster, means that they won't be able to use it to synchro summon into the Zombie Necro Dragon in the first place, alongside some Black Horns of Heaven to keep their extra deck monsters at bay. This is one of the most incredible decks to watch that we've had on I Challenge You, and I think this is possibly the deck that will get us those 10 gifted subs and beat the boss fight, House of the Dead. One of the most powerful decks on the ladder up against one of the most successful decks in our collection. Let's see how it goes. Oh, I couldn't have written it better. A 50-50 split on the vote today. I asked chat, will we join the House of the Dead? 50% said that death is inevitable, and 50% said, but miracles do happen. I believe in miracles, personally. We've seen this deck work them before. Let's see if they can do it again. Let the games begin. Starting off with the rock, paper, scissors, it's an L for Borgerbot. What will that mean for us? Going first is TG Rush Rhino with a set back row. This could be a number of things, including the Gozen Match. It's not going to turn out to be the Gozen Match because they haven't fired it already. They're going to start off the Masked Chameleon with no other monsters to go into. The 2000 attack Masked Chameleon will deal with TG Rush Rhino. That's not ideal. We're going to get TG Striker to hand. Will we get to summon a Barkion this turn? We're going to draw for turn. Normal summon the Striker. Ooh, that's not good. They're going to get a chance to draw for turn without the threat of Gozen Match behind them. King of the Feral Imps will, however, get Black Horn of Heaven. Will we get a level 4? Reinforcement of the Army will add a second TG Striker. Please do not normal summon it again. Of course, we are going to normal summon it again. Why wouldn't we? Widespread Rune will take out the Cosmo Beat, but that's kind of okay. That leaves us 2 tuners on the board. This is not looking like a good lineup of monsters. They've got Tristan. Tristan, bring back Tristan to their hand. They're going to attack for 2200. That's a huge piece of damage. However, the TG Striker can get us to the Rush Rhino. If we normal summon the Rush Rhino, we have Barkion, and we are online. Draw for turn. We're going to normal summon a Pashul. What is with us summoning additional tuners? We have a level 4 with 1,000,000 attack points in our hand. What are we doing here? Oh my god, this could not have worked out more poorly. We get one more opportunity to summon a level 4. Ooh, Mizuki into Stardust, into Barkion. Let's go. We're going to go for a bunch of crashes here, but fortunately, thanks to Pyramid of Wonder's other effect, we are going to have more attack points. We're going to get our Barkion hit. Let's see if we have a way to deal with this. They're going to go for the Zombie Master into the Tristan. Are we going to have a Draining Shield? No, we will lose. What was that? Luck. 4 normal summoned tuners in a row. Oh, we couldn't have written it up worse. But we have game 2. We always have game 2. Let's see how Borgerbot does on the Crackback. We're going to normal summon Cactus Fighter, a powerful normal summon to start off, just like we had last time, but this one has a whole 1,900 attack points to work with. They're going to go into Armored Zombie. They are going to set 4 and pass. Not bad for us. Let's see what we can get. Naturia Spiderbug, pretty good, especially if they Sakuretsu Armor. We're going to My Body as a shield, so we're going to Sakuretsu Armor again, a huge chain, but the Spider Fang does still get to attack because our opponent did activate a monster effect this turn. They're going to summon back Armored Zombie. Armored Zombie is a 1,500 right now, and Goes and Match will keep them from going into their Mask Chameleon, the best card in their deck. Let's see what they can do with this. Neither of these cards beats Spider Fang. They're going to normal summon. They're going to go into the Shadow Lich, which is not going to deal with Spider Fang. Let's see what we can do. They're going to Shadow Lich. That Shadow Lich is great because it actually turns on our Spider Fang, which doesn't actually matter because we have the Barkion in play. We're going to pass turn with the Goes and Match Barkion. This is a powerful board. Armored Zombie is the normal summon, and it doesn't really do anything into this board. We're going to draw for turn. They're going to Shadow Lich again. Okay, Barkion plus Goes and Match is very strong. We have the Mizuki. We're going to attack into the token. Now they just have a Shadow Lich and a Dream. Again, they can't summon Mask Chameleon into this board thanks to Goes and Match. We're going to draw for turn. We're going to normal summon Cosmo Beat, go into the second Barkion, Book of Life back the Mizuki, banish the Dragon Zombie, and attack indirectly onto Shrine. We'll bring back the Shadow Lich. We're going to attack in with Mizuki because the bot doesn't know when not to attack, and we're going to pass for turn. Let's see what they can do into this board. They're going to set and pass. That looks good for us. We're going to draw for turn. There's a Giant Rat, a very good positional play, and we'll attack in. That's the Mask Chameleon dealt with. That's extremely powerful for us. One Mask Chameleon down is great. They're going to go for the Gravity Lash. They're going to normal summon Zombie Master. We will get the Cosmo Beat here for potentially the third Barkion. They're going to go for Armored Zombie. They're going to attack into the Giant Rat instead of the Barkion and into the Cliff. This is very strong for us because it means that we maintain the Barkion for the next turn. We now have two 2,500 attack point monsters on the board. There's the Spider Fang. We'll attack into the Zombie Master. We'll attack directly for 1,000 and attack directly for game. The Crackback from Miracle, and we haven't even seen the Miracle Synchro Fusion yet. This is going to come down to game 3. This one's down to the wire, folks. Let's see if we can do it. Can miracles happen as they've happened before? Let the game begin. All right, where are we at? What is our first move? We're going to normal summon Cephalotus. Again, a very strong card. Most of their big guys are 1,800. We're going to Goes and Match. Not great. They are still going to be able to summon something like a Tristan. There's the Zombie World. They're going to go for a Painful Decision, add an Armored Zombie off of it. They're going to then activate a second Zombie World. Great to see the Neg 1. We'll go Cosmo Beat here. This does give us another guy on the board, and they're going to attack into the Cephalotus. Now, we just need to normal summon a non-tuner monster. Can we summon a non-tuner monster? That's just about the best one. Naturia Barkion will deal summarily with the Widespread Ruin. Will attack into the Armored Zombie, and they have one card and a Dream. Going into the main phase 1, there's a Pyramid of Wonders, a powerful card, but not powerful enough when they don't have a board. Barkion plus Cactus Fighter is an incredible amount of damage this turn. Barkion will attack directly for 2,500. They've got 2,600 life points and no monsters in play. They're going to set a monster, not realizing the Pyramid of Wonders would give them a phenomenal amount of monsters monster power to work with, we're going to attack it. That does mean that they still have a monster on board, but is that an earth token I see on the board? An earth token that cannot be summoned into with the Gozen match because Cactus Fighter stops them from doing it. What a combo out of Borgerbot. They're going to set a monster and pass. There's the Shadow Spell. Shadow Spell's going to not get negated by the Barkion. We don't have the ability to do that, but we can attack in with the Cactus Fighter for game. Miracles do happen, folks. Let's go. Oh, this deck is so cool, and it's won the boss fight versus the House of the Dead. Death does not contain Borgerbot today. We have won the boss fight. Oh, what a finale this has been so far. Oh, I've been having a great time, and I hope you have too, because there's going to be more in the future, more episodes, more climbing of the ladder, and I hope they are every bit as hype as this one has been. I'll see you in the next one, folks. Go forward in humble confidence. Bye-bye. This week, I want to finish things off by giving a huge thanks to the folks who contribute so much to this series on Discord. Folks like For Cosmodon, Lyran, Austin CK, Amphi, and Not Al Gore. But specifically, I want to give thanks to Doubl and Lance/Vermillion, who put together the ladder and test it out and arrange it and send it my way once per month. And I also want to give a huge thanks to LeoPowerTool for providing this week's challenge and for being an enthusiastic contributor to the series. I appreciate all of y'all. Ooh, oh, that rocked so hard. What's the however? You know what they say. Zombies always come back. Are we getting a post-credit scene? Stronger than ever. Evil smiley face. Uh-oh.